What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend. You know the vibes. Welcome to Keep It Tickin' TV. Today, we're going to talk about the FA Cup match between Arsenal. I'm sorry, between Aston Villa and Liverpool at Villa Park. Yeah. So let me run that back. Today, we're going to be talking about the FA Cup match between Aston Villa and Liverpool at Villa Park. So this is a game that I remember. I've been on my phone looking at just different like articles and stuff, keeping updated as always with football. And I saw reports that this game might get canceled due to the COVID outbreak going on in England at the minute. A lot of teams are seeing cases uh, come up when they do testing. Not that many cases. I think in the whole entirety of the Premier League, there's only been 40 cases that they've been that people have tested positive in players and staff of different clubs. So it's not that many compared to the whole entire Premier League as a whole. But um, that being said, they got to be careful. But despite like I said, the outbreak of COVID, they're gonna carry on this game, even though that there were some players from Aston Villa that did test positive. Nobody from Liverpool, I don't think, but I did see that some people from Aston Villa tested positive. We're gonna take a look at um, we're gonna take a look at just some like articles uh that I saw about about the cases and all that. So the first one we see right here, COVID-19, Liverpool's FA Cup tie at Aston Villa on despite significant outbreak. So yeah, like I said, like Aston Villa had like an outbreak at their club between I guess a couple players. I don't think who exactly was specified. Um but I did see that they were thinking of putting out a couple. Aston Villa was thinking of putting out some U18 players and some U23 players. So um, it's definitely got to be people in the first team. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know if it's like a Jack Grealish. I feel like they'd definitely say something if it was, but um, yeah. So a lot of the articles that I'm seeing are just saying that the tie will go ahead despite the outbreak at the host club, that being Aston Villa. Um, yeah. So COVID hit Villa to play reverse team in FA Cup tie versus Liverpool. Um, so yeah. It says right here an outbreak in the first team as youth team players will play. So like I was saying, there's definitely going to be you're going to see a lot of like people that you really don't know from Aston Villa. It's not going to be a side that would threat Liverpool on a typical day. You know what I mean? Because if let's say Jack Grealish is out, that's a big loss right there. He's literally everything for that club. So that being said, I think Liverpool is going to have an easy day at the office. That brings me to the next thing I want to go into. I want to look at the lines on DraftKings Sportsbook. Um, Remember, if you're going to gamble, gamble responsibly, not responsively. Gamble responsibly. But here's the thing, right? So we're gonna look at these lines with Aston Villa and Liverpool, and I knew something was up as soon as I saw this. Aston Villa plus 1,600, Liverpool minus 1,000, like minus 1,100, and then the tie at plus 1,100. You know what I mean? So everything's pointing in Liverpool's favor today. It's looking like they pretty much got a bye. They literally got a bye week in the FA Cup. So The champions, they get what they get at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit, honestly. Like, United can never get that lucky. Like, United never gets that lucky. Like, we always have to come against the hardest fucking teams to like do anything. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. We got our first commenter, Fluffy 18206. What's good, brother? Thank you for commenting. He says Mo Salah for the brace is the lock. Ooh, let's look at the odds for that. I wonder if I mean, yeah, he's definitely gonna play Salah. I was thinking I was gonna ask like anyone in the stream. I think it's only you right now, Fluffy, but wait, what's going on? He's saying Fluffy's saying they beat us 7-2. What are you saying? Keep crying, United won. Listen. So like that's what I'm saying though. Like, let's say you guys had to play like a fully fit Aston Villa side, I wouldn't be saying this at all. But that's my thing. Like, you guys got hella lucky. Like, like this happening. You know what I mean? Like, everything was on for this to be a banger. And I actually want to look at that. I do want to go into that real quick. I just want to bring up something. Yeah. So I want to bring up the head-to-head between the teams. So the last time you guys played, yeah, it was 7-2. And you know what's crazy? Like, as you can see, like down here, right? Sorry, wrong screen. Yeah, here we go. So as you can see, like down here, ended up beating you guys 5-0 in the EFL Cup. You know what I mean? I actually remember that game. That was wild. And then if you look a little bit before that, in the FA Cup in 2015, they ended up beating you guys 2-1. That was a big upset. I literally remember that day like it was the back of my hand because I was just gassed. I was so gassed. Yeah, I was just like dumb gassed. I was only like 16. And it was just like a great day, like 16, 17, and it was just like an awesome day where Liverpool ended up losing to Aston Villa. It was just like because Aston Villa wasn't shit back then. Like, they were still, I don't even remember where they were. They in the championship at the time? Like, oh wow, they had Jack Grealish. That's crazy. Um yeah, I think they were in the championship at the time. Um But yeah, looking at the head to head, they that like looking at the head to head, it brings me to the conclusion this, right? Like, you guys just tend to have trouble playing against Aston Villa in cup ties. You know what I mean? Like, in the Premier League, it usually goes your guys' way, despite and that's even why I wanted there to be a fully fit Aston Villa side. You know what I mean? Fluffy says, is what is that? Is that a cap or that's definitely cap. Like, that's definitely cap. This kid is too much. Um Nah, but like, here's the thing, right? So like, I think Aston Villa Liverpool would have been a crazy game to watch, bro, if everybody was fit. Like, I'm just tight mad that like I didn't get to watch that game because you know me, bro. Like, you know me. Like, I just love beautiful football. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not a fan of Liverpool, but if they win, they win. If I just want to see a good game, you know what I mean? Um so I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to watch Jack Grealish run all over Liverpool, the injury stricken side as well. But that leads me to believe, right? So like that changes like the whole framework of the game now. So I'm thinking, like, is Klopp even gonna play Salah? Because I do want to look at that real quick. You said Mo Salah for the brace is the lock, and I agree with that. I love Salah. He hasn't really gotten any goals recently, um, so I think he's due for a goal. You know what I mean? And if he does play like against this team, like, that's definitely the lock. I want to look at the odds real quick for that, but before we look at the odds, I'm just curious. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, is Klopp gonna play a younger side, like a Curtis Jones, Nathan Williams, like all those guys, you know what I mean? Nico Williams. Like, is he going to play like a younger side as well? Minamino and like all like the secondary guys to just, rest people. You know what I mean? Okay, we got Fluffy in the chat. He's saying he's probably gonna play. He's probably gonna play at some point, but it's not like we have all our players either. So yeah, true. So like it's already gonna be those players probably anyway. Like yeah, because it's like you don't really have most of your first team due to injury. Um, but I'm like, yeah, he's probably gonna honestly, how I see it now that you say that, how I see it going like this. Him playing like a strong lineup like early in the game, getting like a couple goals, like 2 goals, 3 goals, and then just, making the changes. Um, just so like they can still get like and when I say like putting in the big players, I just mean like Salah, Mane, Firmino, like those guys. Um, because they've been playing a lot, you know what I mean? So uh I think it'd be smart of Klopp to just, uh play them for like until the game's secure and then I mean it's already that's what I'm saying. Like it's already a secure game though. Like if Aston Villa is literally gonna play their youth team, which that's what the reports are saying. I just showed you know what I mean? I just don't see it being a competitive game whatsoever because Liverpool is just way higher of a standard, like their first team compared to Aston Villa's youth team. But I want to look at I do want to look at the odds for Mo Salah to score a brace today because 2 hours and 30 minutes away. It's going to be a great game. ESPN Plus. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a great one. Honestly, it is going to be a great one. But there's a game on. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Crystal Palace. That one is gonna be insane. No, like that shit is gonna be wild. That shit is going to be insane. Fluffy here says, I just hope we take the opportunity to smack them like they smacked us, especially because they had 10 players test positive. There's no reason why we should lose. Yeah, and like that's where I'm at with like that's what I'm saying. Like that being said, I feel like Klopp is going to do what I said with playing the strong team first, just putting a fucking beating down on them, beating them like 3-0, putting 3 past them and then just throwing on the younger guys or like at least whatever younger guys aren't already on the pitch to substitute for the injury stricken team that you guys already have. But yeah, like if they had 10 players test positive, like bro, that shit just spread through their fucking team like wildfire. But let's get I do want to look at the odds on this real quick. So, yeah, they do have like Salah playing, Mane playing, Minamino. Yeah. I mean, definitely Salah. It makes sense that he would be the most likely person to score. I mean, that's first or this is to score. Um oh wow, it's Mane. Mane at minus 167, Firmino at minus 113. Where's Salah at? I don't think you can take Salah to score at any time because he's definitely gonna score like at any time in the game. They feel like, I guess I don't. That's really weird. That's wild. You literally probably can't take Mo Salah to score. Like that's how good the odds are on it. I mean, that's how likely it is to happen. Oh wait, no, here it is. Minus 286. Yeah. The best odds for anybody for sure. Minus 286. That's literally like there's no point to even put money on that. But no, with your lock, you were saying to get multiple goals. Let's see if we can take that. We definitely can take that. Hold up. That's in I think that's in player props. Give me 1 second. Here we go. So, okay, at least 2. So let's see. Mo Salah, where are you at? Here we go. Dude, that's insane. Oh my gosh. So he can score. That being said, right? He can score at least, like, all he has to get is 2 goals. Like, if he gets 3, like, you're golden. If he gets a hat trick, like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll probably end up getting a hat trick this game, like, and just dropping a hattie and just going off because, like I said, like, he hasn't really done shit in the past couple of games. I do want to bring up, I don't want to like just talk shit on Salah because he is one of the best in the Premier League without a doubt. Um, but I want to look at his past couple games in all competitions real quick. Let me bring that up on the screen real quick. Here we go. So here's Mo Salah, right? So we're gonna put it full screen. So if you look at his last couple games in the Premier League, right? He played against Southampton and had a terrible performance, actually. I mean, Firmino probably had the worst performance out of everybody. But Salah was definitely second worst in my opinion. So you got no goals or assists or any goal contribution in that game. Nothing in the Newcastle game. Even when they scored their 1 goal against West Brom, nothing there. So he definitely hasn't gone off. And here's the other thing, right? Right here, if you look at this. So he got I'm sorry, I'm just okay, so yeah. In 33 minutes on the pitch, he got 2 goals and an assist against Crystal Palace, right? That being said, like, if he can do that against a Roy Hodgson side in the Premier League, right? That has 2 banks of, like, a bank of 5 defenders and then 4 fucking defensive midfielders in front of that, like 9 fucking players just locked in, like right there, and then just like Zaha like floating, or like, you know, Benteke just like chilling if the ball, like if they win possession. Like, bro, if Salah does that against Crystal Palace, who are literally like professionals at doing that, imagine what he's gonna do against Aston Villa side that's literally just all the youth. It's literally the U18s and the U23s. Like, this is not cap. Like, this is facts. Like, you saw it yourself. Like, they're going to Aston Villa is fucked. I'm telling you. Mo Salah is gonna go off. I like that lock. I'm gonna put this up on the screen again. Fluffy, you're the plug. You're the plug. Anybody that watches this prior to the game, definitely lock this in. Mo Salah for at least 2 is the lock. The odds on it are plus 185 right now. Plus 185. That's insane. But I do want to look at this as well. I know it isn't really relevant because that's the thing. Like, I wanted to look at you know, each team's last 5 games that they played, like their you know, their form in all competitions. But this game is just an X factor, like the COVID outbreak, you know, at Aston Villa's like camp. It just changes the game 100%. You know, like it's just crazy. So, like I said, everything points to Liverpool winning this one. It's pretty much a bye week for them in the fucking, like, if they were in the NFL type shit. This one's, you know, like I said, pointing in all directions to Liverpool winning it. I think really, if you were going to bet on this one, the only place to make money would be like taking Mo Salah for multiple goals, or like Mane or someone like that. You know what I mean? On Liverpool. Or maybe if you think it's going to be like 1-0, like if you think that Aston Villa youth team is going to pull something out of their ass and fucking manage to only hold Liverpool to 1 goal, you know what I mean? Like, if that'd be some money to be made right there. Because the odds on that are probably amazing, like under 2.5. I do want to check that out real quick, what the over under is looking like on this game. So let me bring that up real quick. Let me bring that up real quick. All right, yeah, we're just gonna check the over under real quick in this game. 2 hours and 24 5 minutes away about. It's going to be a great game. Going to be a great one. I cannot wait for it. But like I said, that Wolverhampton Wanderers Crystal Palace game, that might be the watch of the day. If you have two ways of streaming, two screens, throw both of them on at once. Maybe have the Liverpool one on a bigger screen and the other one on like a mobile. You know what I mean? That's not a bad way to do it. But like I said, that Wolverhampton game is going to be wild because both those teams, Wolverhampton and Crystal Palace, they just love cups. Like they love cup competition. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that one. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that game for sure. But let's look at the over under real quick for the Aston Villa Liverpool game real quick, because if let's just say, right, that it ends 1-0 to Liverpool, which would never happen. Okay. But like, look at this, like under 2.5 plus 360. You know what I mean? Like you can't even really make money until there's 5 goals. Like that's what I'm saying. They think that let's look at what the bookies are thinking today. Like we're just going to take a look at what the bookies are thinking, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm going to game props. I want to see what they think is the most likely correct score. So how they think the game's going to end. Exactly. So plus 600 is the best I'm seeing right now, or plus 575 for 3-0 to Liverpool. Anything else? Okay, so plus 575 is the best odds we're seeing right now. So yeah. So they're thinking 3-0 to Liverpool. Honestly, like, that being said, I could see Salah getting more than one. I could definitely see Salah getting 2 of those 3 goals. Two Salah goals and a Firmino goal. Crazy, right? Crazy prediction. I'm out here just giving the locks away. No, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking today. I don't really. I think it's just going to be a battering by Liverpool. I don't think it's going to be 3-0. Honestly, that's just what they're thinking on DraftKings Sportsbook. But and remember to gamble responsibly if you do. But yeah, so I think it's just going to be a complete battering by Liverpool. I think if Aston Villa's first team was playing, it would have been a way better fixture. It would have been a lot better of a watch because it's just going to be a complete battering by Liverpool. It's going to be fun to watch the goals. Like if you enjoy a goal fest, you know what I mean? Like this is the game for you because it's going to be a complete pamming by Liverpool. So yeah, if you enjoy like a goal fest and just fucking bangers, it's going to be a good one to watch. Fluffy is in the chat. He's saying Mane likes to score against them as well. Ooh, wow. Okay. So yeah. So that explains why he is like probably the second best goal scorer, or probably the first best goal scorer on the team. So that's probably why but Mo Salah is due for a goal, like we were seeing in the stats. So I think that's why they have him odds on for scoring a goal at any time. But I could see why Mane is second as well. He does like to score against them. Fluffy's saying, what's the final score in your opinion? Honestly, bro, I don't see Aston Villa getting a goal, so it's definitely going to be 0 to Aston Villa. I'm gonna say 4-0. 4-0. I'm gonna say 4-0. Just a complete waxing by Liverpool. I'm gonna say there's gonna be a goal within the first 15 minutes. I think there's gonna be a goal within the first 15 by Liverpool. Then there'll be another goal like right around like halftime probably. And then they'll just end up scoring their other 2, like, in the second half. But yeah, that's how I think it'll end up going. I think it'll end up being 4-0. If not 4-0, then I see 4-1. I could see Aston Villa just scoring one, like just one fucking, you know, I forget the name they call it. But yeah. So yeah, I could see Aston Villa maybe getting one, you know what I mean, at the most. So 4-1's my final score prediction if they do score one. But yeah, I think the Liverpool I think Liverpool will go on to the next round, and we'll see who they draw against then. Um but yeah, that's all for today. I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. It's been fun chatting for a little bit. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good watch for sure. Definitely a goal fest, like I said. And watch, it'll probably end up being like 1-0. Like it'll definitely go against what everybody thinks. The bookies will end up raking in all the bread, and I'll be wrong. So I want it to be 4-1 or like 4-0, but it'll end up being 1-0 because that's just like the fucking nobody would have thought that. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream there, yo. Thanks for tuning in. Smash the like button if you can. Subscribe if you're new here. You know the vibes. This is Keep It Tickin' TV. Stay safe. Hope you have a good 2021. 2020 was shit, but hope you have a good 2021. And yeah, I'll see you guys later for the 6 p.m. stream. So peace.